was dark. The first thing I remember was that there was a light at the end of the tunnel.
Dad said that I cried a lot when I came out.
Then I was taken to a mysterious place through a long corridor.
After that, I saw a woman wearing a blue wig. She called me Morag.
She was beautiful, and I could feel her heart beating fast.
In my childhood, whenever I got hungry or I was hurt, she was there for me, my true heroine. She used to take me to a park to play with my dog Doug.
He was a Saint Bernard, very energetic and really gentle. They made every day fun and were everything I had. Her name was Versilis.
Nearly a decade later, strange things happened. As my dad grew old and passed away, Versailles didn't seem to age, always with that blue wig.
She started going away for short periods of time and getting back wearing weird old clothes, always deflecting my questions about where she had been.
Now that I am 16, she's been gone for a couple of months. I haven't felt this lonely since Doug died. It's the longest she's ever been away from home.
I decided to look for Versilis and find out about those strange things. Where should I go first? Where can I find clues to start my search? First of all, I must discover where she's hiding, I thought.
So I went to my father's old office and started to dig into the books and drawers. Finally, I found a black envelope with important papers inside it. I was shocked because in one of them I found an astonishing clue.
There was a letter signed by Versilis and dated 1807. In the letter she said, May 4th, 1807. My dearest.
If you are reading this, you are ready to know the truth about our responsibilities. First of all, I'm sorry for leaving you suddenly. But you have to understand this is bigger than both of us. I knew you were going to look for me, and I'm waiting for you. You will know the time.
Take those flowers to your father's grave for me. This would be our wedding anniversary. All questions will be answered. Love you, my dearest Morag. Mom.
I decided to go immediately to the cemetery. On the way I thought, am I crazy for following a letter from 1807? How did it get there? Was it really my mom? Who am I? Why am I called Morag? Is it a coincidence?
Before I noticed, I was facing my father's grave with tears in my eyes, remembering that terrible accident. They never found his body. That's when I realized that his birth date was missing from the gravestone.
Fog was between my eyes and my father's grave. I felt cold, very cold. And at the same time, the flowers started to lose their petals, one by one. When the fog was gone, I could see a big gold candlestick with 5 bright candles that lit the date of my father's death, exactly 4th May 2007, 200 years after the letter. Immediately, I started to do the math. Could Versilis have known when my father would die? Could I have done something to protect him? During my thinking, the candles were all out. It was dark again.
I felt a familiar hand on my shoulder and a whisper that said, Life is full of comings and goings, and to be open to this experience, you must be sensitive to details and their symbols. But you can discover this challenge. I knew that it was a familiar voice, but I didn't know if it was a spirit or a real person. What if my parents travel in time and space? Why do these things always happen on May 4th? Did something happen on their wedding day? I will ask my grandmother, I decided.
I went to my grandmother's house and I met her making a flower pie. And she said, "Hello, granddaughter. You arrived in time to take this pie to your father with me. He is living in another plan of life, and to go there, we need to go through a timeline. Lie down on this bed, and I will take you there."
I obeyed her. In 5 minutes, I opened my eyes and looked around. I saw a hammock, a bow and arrow, and a lot of necklaces with animal teeth in them. I was in an Indian house. I smelled a familiar sweet smell, and I traveled towards it. I saw a naked body with Indian paintings. I heard a voice. "Hello, darling."
I was very impressed when I saw my father standing there. "Where are we in reality?" I asked him. "We're in a tribe in 1500 in South America," he answered. "How is it possible?" I couldn't understand.
We have many Indian rituals to travel in time. One of them is the flower pie made by your grandmother, he said. "Can everybody participate in these rituals?" I asked. "No," he said. "Only the ones who see the blue wig."
I asked him, "Where's my mother?" "In this tribe," he answered, "but in 1807. Your mother has a mission, and we will only be together when she finishes it. She has to make this tribe known for its wisdom."
I was very confused. Why do they, of all people, have to be the ones to do this? Why couldn't we just be a normal family? All because of the blue wig.
I insisted in knowing the reason for so many trips. Why did Versilis lie about my father that if he is alive? I asked him, "Was she with you in any of her trips? Were you together when I was born?" I started to wonder if they were really my parents because they had never told me about my history.
Yes, he answered. "We have always been together, but we had to fake my death to bring you here without any more questions." Suddenly, Grandma arrived holding the blue wig.
The moment she put it on, she turned into Versilis. "Yes, I know, it's complicated. I'm Mom, and I had to pretend to be your grandma to bring you here."
We are here to help your father in his mission. But for you to stay with us, you need to become a time traveler. Do you want to join us?